Do 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 do. Trying to cram in some last minute pyrotechnical work. Right, Ronnie? Right? Right, son? Yeah, handsome bastard, you. That's my son. That is my son. Ronnie, the happy dog. You've been waiting all your life to fly into somebody else, and it's true. It's a cruel, cruel world. Life's a bitch. Then you die, my love. Don't care what they have to say. Why would you listen to them anyway? Stick it to them like a phoenix rock. There's nothing grander than a big surprise. Can I hurt you with the sticks and stones? About time, take 'em right between the eyes. Yo, yo, yo. It's Richard walking his dog around the lake. Italy. Am I saying that right? And the tone Yoda Doodle Doo and Eliza Jean Joes. Taking my doggy around the lake. And Star's got a new icon, if that's the same Star. A new handle. And Michael Smith. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, Mike? Eliza and Star. Star's got a new handle. Yay, Star. You said you were going to come up with a new handle, and it looks like you did. And the tone Yodel Doodle Doo. I'm having a hard time reading here, you guys. There's my doggy. That's Roni. That's Roni's handle. The white dog's name is Roni. That's his handle. My handle is Stale Shady. The tone. And Michael Smith. And Eliza Jean. And Cecily. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. Hail, hail, the gang is all here. How the heck are you guys, man? I'm taking my dog around the lake for the late night doggy walkie walk around the lake, enjoying this nice warm summer evening. I uploaded a couple fireworks shorts, Juju. Did you see my rocket? The fuel was too wet, so I stuck the black powder out in the sun and I dried it out. And then I took the dog to walk and I had to water one of my plants. And it started to rain and my black powder turned into mush. But that's all right, because I could just spread it out like on a piece of paper. and dry it out all over again. When we were going to make it again this live? Well, probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. It's been so humid that if I go to make anything, it won't work. The powder just absorbs all the moisture out of the air. But tomorrow's supposed to be lower humidity and sunny. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to make you a promise, Juju. And when Richard makes promises, he keeps them. You could ask anybody who knows me. So there you go. It's going to be written in stone. Richard is going to do another live fireworks stream tomorrow. I already prepped a bunch of stuff, but I want to get a little bit more prepped, and then I'm going to do a live stream of all my finish work, meaning I'm just going to put it on to the things they need to be put on to. And then the final finale, I don't know, I'll do something on the 4th of July for sure, but I'll do stuff before the 4th of July also. So my plan is I'm always going to light something off so you guys aren't bored. And that's another promise. But I do want to do some more finish work. A little bit more finish work. Oh, I just got these tubes. I got these real nice tubes, and these tubes are 3/4 inch in diameter. So these are the biggest rockets I've ever built in a while. Not the biggest ones I ever built, but the biggest ones I've been building lately. And the tubes are real cool. They're like 4th of July written all over them, sort of. They're red, white, and blue. They look like a barber pole. And they're real cool. They're going to make really cool looking rockets. Sounds good to you, right, Juju? I promise I'll light a couple things off. I'm going to go into detail on how to make certain types of groundworks. And I'm going to make a device called a Saxon. And I'm going to make a device called a tourbillon. And I just got this 4-inch paper. So the 4-inch paper I'll roll into 1/2-inch tubes. All these numbers don't mean anything till you start seeing me work with it. But you'll know exactly what I mean when I start working with it. So I got all my supplies. I got my fuse. I made up all my tubes. I got my glue and my paper. And all of course I always had the chemicals. But I got everything I need. So I'm definitely going to have some great fun. Great fun. Terrific fun. And I hope you guys join me. Yes, it sounds great. I can't wait tomorrow. Tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. Yes. And when I make promises, I keep them. Let me get a look at the weather forecast. I'll probably try to do this around, I'm only guessing for now, but say 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But I'll schedule it. I'll do a schedule and so you guys can know for sure. So I'll check the 12 o'clock news weather, or maybe I'll check the morning weather. And I'll post up a schedule so you guys can be right there when I come on. And I keep my promises, man. I keep my promises. This is going to be fun. I'll have a couple things ready to go. I'll start the show off right away. I'll light something off. I'll wait for you, Juju. I will wait for you when I see your name. I'll grab one of my black powder rockets and I'll light one of them off. And maybe I'll light something else off. And then I'll go into detail on some of my finish work. And it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. I know I'm going to have fun. We might have different times. Okay, well, I'm Eastern Daylight Standard. So right now, for me, it's like 20 after 11 o'clock at night. That's the time zone I'm in. This is around 20 after 11 at night for Richard. So, whatever time zone you're in, you could do the math. So when I say 2 or 3 o'clock, you do the math and figure it out. But that shouldn't be too hard, right? Pennsylvania, my man. Pennsylvania's the state I'm in. Eastern Daylight Standard Time, Pennsylvania. Same as like New York, same as Pittsburgh, same as Philadelphia. All them time zones are the same. So, did that help you? Come here, Roni. My dog's killing me, man. My dog does this every time. Every time. It's a good thing I'm ready. It's a good thing I'm ready. So yes, Pennsylvania time, 2, 3 o'clock. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And I'm gonna look up some more cool things that I can make in a pinch, real quick. Something cool. Something rocket based, like there's these things called Stinger missiles, and they're pretty easy to make. Stinger missiles. You put them like on a pin, and they spin first, and then they shoot up into the air. They're pretty easy to make. You don't have to put a stick on them. So I'll make a couple Stinger missiles, and I'm gonna look in my book and see what kind of cool things I can make right away, because I have everything all mixed up already. So I just got to come up with some sort of imagination. I'll come up with some sort of imagination. We'll get something cool going. Yeah, man. I got plenty of fuse. I got quick match and regular fuse. And I got balsa wood if I want to make rockets with fins on them. So Richard has all the materials. I'm so looking forward to it. All right, sounds good. And it shouldn't be hard. I will be there the next time, Richard. Thank you, Juju. I hope you enjoy, my mom. Because it's going to be fun, fun, fun. Yeah. And then I'm really going to have a lot for 4th of July is on Friday. But everybody's probably going to be at somewhere fireworks display or something. So I'll do my main thing. I'll have a lot of things either on Thursday or Saturday. I'll leave it up to you guys. As soon as we start getting close toward the weekend, I'll ask you guys what's a good day for me to light a bunch of stuff off. And then you guys, you can tell me, because everybody's going to be somewhere on the 4th. I could do it on the 4th of July. I'll blend in with, you know what? A lot of people come down the lake that live in the community, and they have store-bought fireworks. And that, in and of itself, would be a cool live stream. I put the icing on the cake when I light off my homemade stuff. So, yeah, baby. 4th of July is my favorite time of year. Thank you for the hearts. Whoa, I'm stepping in puddles. And yeah, 4th of July is the bomb. Literally, the bomb. Because I'll be making small bombs. I might whip up some flash powder. Even though it's a little dangerous, I'll make a couple loud bangs. Maybe I'll show you guys how to make a cherry bomb. They're impossible to buy. But Richard knows how to make cherry bombs. I know how to make them little red spheres. And I'll show you how to do it. And I'll make a couple M80s, a couple big firecrackers, no quarter sticks. I could make a quarter stick, but I don't want to get, where I live, I don't want to get everybody in an uproar. Thank you for the icons. Oh, you love those, huh? You can't get cherry bombs, man. They stopped selling them things when I was a kid. But, of course, I know how to make them. All you have to do is stick flash powder in something that's round, and then you get like paper mache or glue, and you make it nice and round, and then get like a red magic marker or red paint, and you paint it red and let it dry, and bim bam boom, you got a cherry bomb. Dog's pulling me again. Here, I'm going to show you what he's doing. This dog is going to pull me. He sees something again. Yeah, man. I used to love cherry bombs. I used to stick them in wrist rockets, them slingshot things. But boy, that's a little dangerous because you gotta let the fuse go down a little bit short. So you better have reliable fuse, like I have. Something that's like perfectly timed at like 2 or 3 seconds per inch. And you let it get down to like the last inch in the wrist rocket, and you shoot it like a slingshot, and you launch them cherry bombs or M80s like 50 or 100 feet in the air. And depending on how good your timing is, I get scared sometimes and I let them go too soon because I kind of like my fingers, you know, kind of like my fingers a little bit. But I'll try. I'm not going to blow my fingers off, you guys, but we'll figure out something. I like blowing things up. I like sticking like my M80s inside like paint cans, an empty paint can, or stick it inside like a soda can, and it blows like a soda can into like little pieces of shrapnel aluminum. The biggest piece you could find is like a 1/2 inch big, and the aluminum's like sticking in the trees, and it puts like a hole in the ground. And I know a couple things to add in there, like titanium and sawdust, gives it like a nice spark. So you not only get the loud boom, but you get like a nice spark. I was lighting them off one year, a couple years ago. Some kid walked up to me and he said, "How much?" And I handed him like a 6. I said, "Free, since you like them that much, my man." And I handed him 6 M80s. I said, "Be careful. That's all I ask." And he was flabbergasted. He was ready to give me money, and I gave them to him for nothing. I made like 100 of them, but I'm only going to make a few this year. Them loud boomers make people, it gets everybody upset, but I'll make a few. I'll be able to blend in with everybody else. They won't know my stuff's homemade. Well, they might, because it's better than theirs, especially the loud ones. But I'll blend right in with the whole crowd. That'll be a Friday night. 4th of July is Friday night. People start showing up at the lake probably around 7:30, and they start lighting stuff off, even though it's daylight. But then as soon as it gets dark, literally maybe 50 to 100 people are all lighting their own store-bought fireworks off. And I'll just walk around with my phone, and I'll show you. I know everybody on a first name basis pretty much, so I'll walk right up to them and say, "Hey, yo, what's going on? What do you got, man?" And usually they have them cakes, them repeater cakes, and they have them like them festival balls where you reload the mortar tubes. They got a lot of them. A lot of these guys get them festival balls and they stick them on a piece of plywood, and they run like a long fuse where they can light like 10 or 15 or even 20 of them off in order. In other words, the fuse burns down and boom, every 3 seconds, boom, boom, boom. And they do that a lot, man. They try to string all their fireworks together. So person lights one match and they get several devices going with just one fuse. A lot of the guys do that. So it's always good. I've never been disappointed on 4th of July. Now that especially Pennsylvania legalized fireworks. So it used to be a mad show when they were illegal. Now that they're legal, they legalized. It's been about 3 years now, maybe even 4 years, where fireworks are perfectly legal in Pennsylvania. And some of these guys, they save their money up all week. And some of these guys, they spend $500 to $1,000, some of these people. They come up with trunk loads. And they all take a little spot, like different parts of the lake. Some of them put up caution tape, a little bit of yellow caution tape. I know, it sounds great, doesn't it, man? I wish that was me, Richard. Well, you'll be there. You'll be there in spirit. Our cakes are wonderful. Yes. Them repeaters, man. You light one fuse, you get like 100 shots. And each shot's different. Some of them crackle. Some of them are green, red, blue, yellow, all different colors. Some of them are sparkly. Some of them whistle. They got these things called battery. Oh, there he goes again. This guy's killing me. They got these, they call them battery missiles. And they're real small whistle rockets. But they're like 100 of them. Where you light one fuse and shoo, shoo, shoo. Just one whistle after another. They have them. I'll be the only one who has spinners. I never see anybody light spinners. Oh yeah, people really love fireworks and spend lots of money. Yeah, they do. I used to do it. I used to before I started making them. I would get a little bit every other week and I'd stockpile them. And then when the 4th of July rolled around, I had like $1,000 worth. But when I started making them, then I stopped buying them. So, oh, here we go again. This dog is killing me, man. He's killing me. There must be deer out there or something. Oh, good. My God. It's a good thing I'm a little bit strong. He would pull me right off my feet, this one here. I took him to the vet. He gained 5 pounds. I was saying he was 100 pounds for the longest time. Well, now he's 105 pounds. So I only got 30 pounds on. I mean, is that right? Yes, I'm only 30 pounds heavier than him. So when he takes off, I got to hold on. Oh, wow, that's something, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Piggy Wiggy. Piggy Wiggy Roni. It's because I let him eat. I figure he loves to eat, so I let him eat. Not as much as he wants, but we spoil him. I always give him like a peanut butter bone. He loves them peanut butter bones. And we give him different treats. Some of the treats are so good that he eats them too fast. I gotta slow him down. So we spoil the baby. But getting back to 4th of July, I can't believe it's here. I can't. And just because 4th of July might come to an end on Friday, I'm going to still go for the rest of the summer with my goodies. Just because Because 4th of July is the night that I can get away with lighting off some of my bigger things. But I'm going to just continue, probably, I don't know, indefinitely. But at least for the rest of the summer, I'll keep going. And we're going to make it happen. Juju doesn't have to buy fireworks, he makes them. Yes, I do. I make them. I make them. I love the skill. I love that skill. And I'm really going to get back into my whistle strobe rockets again. I'm going to start doing them also again. And I'm going to make some big shells. I have mortars to launch. My largest mortar is 6-inch. And you don't even see them at professional firework displays. When you go to a professional firework display, the largest firework you'll see is 3 and 4 inch. Very rarely will you see 6-inchers. And I have 6-inch Hemis. I have 6-inch canister shells. I got the 6-inch mortars. I got the quick match, the black match. These are all types of fuse. So I won't have them ready for the 4th of July. Because for me to build one of them 6-inch shells, I need a little bit of prep time. And I don't think this community is ready for 6-inch shells. Because you'll be able to hear them at your house 1,000 miles away. I'm joking, of course, but they're big. But I'll make a couple 3-inchers and 4-inchers. I think I could pull that off. So we'll blow a couple mortar shells in the air. Oh, I know what else I'll make. I'll make mines. There goes our local rent-a-cop. That's who just drove by. Our rent-a-cop. Haven't seen that guy in a long time. I wonder why he's back around. Some guy, nobody pays attention to him anyway, but he sits there and hides at the stop sign, and if you blow the stop sign, he gives you a ticket. And as soon as he pulls away, I see the people just tear the ticket up and throw it out the window. Because he's not a real police officer. Nobody's going to come after you to enforce you to pay the ticket, but I guess he feels like a big shot writing the tickets off. And, yeah, man. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's here. I can't believe 4th of July is only 4 or 5 days away. What's today's Saturday? So it's actually 6 days away. 5 days. Depends if you count tomorrow or not. So yeah, man, I'm gonna prep some of this stuff. Yeah, I know, the cop, the rent-a-cop. He's actually a constable. So he can give you like a fine if you're fishing without a license. It's one of them guys. But he moonlights as some sort of police officer. But he doesn't even have a real cop car. He did it himself. All the letters on it are like decals you buy at like a speed shop. And the bubblegum machines that go on top of the roof, the lights, I call them bubblegum machines. They look jury rigged. They're not even real police lights. The car looks like it's like 30 years old. I don't know, the car barely runs. You could probably run away from that thing on foot. Dude's a little overweight. I remember some dudes were doing something one time and they took off into the woods and he couldn't even chase them. Some young kids were like throwing crab apples or something. And he tried to catch them. Kids took off into the woods. Poor rent-a-cop, he almost had a stroke. Yeah. I know all the trails around here. If I wanted to, I could disappear into these woods and nobody would find me. It would be impossible. I know every little trail. I lived here for 40 years. I know every back trail, every shortcut, every hiding place. I could disappear and nobody could find me if I wanted to. When I want to take a shortcut over to like my neighbor's house, I know how to cut through the woods, and a lot of people will be nervous. They might get lost, but I just know the trail so well that I could probably even do it at night. So I love where I live. How many people could say they're proud of where they live, you know? When I lived in Philadelphia, I wasn't proud of that. I was kind of embarrassed. Oh my God, I live in Philadelphia. We don't even clean up our trash. I remember the trash guys went on strike a couple times, and all the trash started building up. And then if you walk down the street at night, you got to worry about getting shot. I remember sleeping at my parents' house sometimes when I lived in Philly, and I hear gunshots, not fireworks, gunshots. So, yeah. But now that I live in the Poconos, I'm proud. I could say that, man. Where do you live, man? I live in the Pocono Mountains. It's very cool, man. It's a rural area. It's all woods. I'm near a white water river. There's a lake right out back of my house. There's not even paved roads. There's deer and bear and everything running around. It starts snowing in September and doesn't stop snowing until like April. And that's the truth. It starts snowing in September and it doesn't stop snowing until April. And you better like shoveling snow if you live around here. And in the summertime, you better be used to bugs. If you don't like bugs, you don't belong where I live. So, but I am proud of it, man. Jameson, yo, yo, yo. Oh, you're at San Diego? It's in the world, dude. Diego, my goodness gracious. You got perfect weather year round there. I'd be proud to say I live in San Diego, Juju. That's a place I'd be proud to say I live. But that's pretty good, my man. So I think you're a 4-hour difference then. To answer your question, my 3 o'clock is your 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock. I'm not sure. So maybe I'll make it a little later just for you. That's up to you, though. San Diego, wow, man. I'm impressed, man. I had a friend live in San Diego. He said he loved it there. That's awesome, bro. Yeah, I'll bet you're proud. So that's awesome, man. That is real. I'm pretty impressed. Oh, I'm home, Juju. I'm home. Richard's home. So listen, man. Boy, I'm getting to learn my subscribers better and better. I'm getting to learn you guys better and better. I know where Jonathan Carpenter, he lives in Indiana. Somebody else lives in Michigan. So I'm getting to know you guys, man. That's how important you guys are to me. Okay, Richard's home. Richard loves you guys. And we will work out something. Heck yeah, Juju says. So yes, we'll work out something, my man. And we'll get it together. And we're going to have fun till our daddy takes our T-Bird away. Okay, I'm hanging up.